Hey everyone, my name is Scorched and welcome to Scorched Creative Mode. So 2 months ago, my mom and I were talking about getting a house in the future, and we were talking about what we'd want the house to look like. And I thought of a video that Green made about 4 years ago called "I Use Minecraft to Design My Real Life Garden," and I kind of want to use that video idea, except make a house. I want to make my dream house in Minecraft. Now I'm no architect, and I don't know how to exactly build a house, nor do I know like the exact rules and everything else, but like this is just a video of me just designing something that I would want to live in for the rest of my life maybe. I've had this video idea like in mind like 2 months ago when we were talking about that, and well I kind of wanted to start making this video now. Now hopefully I didn't waste too much time. Let's actually start building what I want my future house to look like. Now before this video starts, I just want to mention that this video is meant to be just for fun. It's not meant to be like really serious, it's not meant to be accurate to like what real life houses are like built like. This is just for fun, it's Minecraft, and I just want to have a little bit of fun with this idea. Also, I'm not the best builder in the world. Translating things from like real life to Minecraft has always been something like I struggled with, and that's, well, you're going to see that throughout this video. But yeah, as I said, this video is just for fun. It's not meant to be 100% serious, it's just be Minecraft. That's it. Alright, enjoy the video. So my mama owns a house cleaning business, and I've sometimes worked with her, and I've cleaned some houses with her as well, and I always tell her like, this I want in my house, or that I want in my house, and I kind of want to like combine all those ideas that I've seen like in real life and mash them all together and try to build something that I really want to live in. The first thing that we're going to build is a guest house. I have seen a few guest houses while working with my mom, and I want a guest house in the backyard. Now the guest house is most likely not going to be for guests, and actually going to be for me. If I do actually manage to become a YouTuber in the future, hopefully, I'd want to record my videos inside of a guest house where everything is like more, what's the word? Like close to me. And I just want to say this right now, I'm not planning on building anything way too fancy. This is just like, just a house. Just a house. I also don't want to like make this house way too big because I really don't want to live in a mansion because I think I'm going to have way too many rooms that I have no idea what to do with. So I just want to do what I know that I'm going to use. Like, I just want to just build that. So something that I absolutely love is modularity. Is that the word? I don't know. I like to like have things that are modular. So let's say like 1 second, this entire room or building is a office place, like where I probably record videos, and those next second it's like a workshop because I make things in real life. For now, this room is just gonna be a box. I most likely will be coming back to this in a couple of minutes. But first, I just like want to make sure I know where the guest house is, so that way we can design the backyard properly. But for now, it's just gonna be a box. I will fix it. Just give it a couple seconds. Don't worry. Now we're gonna make a little bit of a path over here because I want to make sure I do have a big backyard because I have a dog and I want to make sure he has like a huge place to like actually run around in. And I don't want him to have a small backyard. I want him to have a huge backyard where he can just run around, have zoomies, and run wherever he wants. We're gonna add a little bit of windows right here just to make sure I actually can look out into the backyard and see what my dog is doing or what anyone else is doing out here because I kind of wanted to serve a double use. I don't want to have a pool, but I do want it to probably be like some sort of hangout spot for the family to hang out in. Also, I'm going to design a quick fence around the area because I do want to have everything enclosed in here just to make sure my dog doesn't escape. He's not one to escape, but it's just for safety, just in case. I feel like this might be a little too big, but this is Minecraft and all the blocks are pretty big. We might make it smaller in like a couple of minutes actually. We'll see, we'll see. Now, while building this part of the fence back here, I did actually come up with an idea. Maybe I could add like a bit of like a storage shed right here, or an extra room to the what's it called, the guest house. Maybe. We'll see what I could add. I do want a lot of like backyard space for my dog. But I mean, hey, I also love storage. That's also one of my favorite things. So I most likely will be. He'll have a lot of room. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right? Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think this is a bit too much space. I think I'll add a little bit more like that. Yeah, I think that works. We're gonna extend the sidewalk a little more. I think the entrance is gonna be like right here. I don't think the house is gonna be like that. Let's say the backyard entrance is like not gonna be exactly in the middle. I think it'll be fine if it's like over here. Maybe I'll shift the house this way and we have like a bit of area back here. What could I use for the floor? I think stone bricks might work. We'll test it out. We might change it. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, we're gonna add like some supports because I'm pretty sure houses do have like some sort of like shade back here for the backyard. So let's see, what can we use? Maybe what walls do we have? We'll use that right for now. All right, we're gonna add like a slight curve to the roof. So we'll do 2 like that. Yeah, that works. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could move. I'm lazy. I'm just gonna move this right here, like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we can leave this area open right here. Now, I do want my like dream house to be a nice, simple, like neutral color. I don't want anything like, let's say, like blue or red. I want a simple white house because, well, not a white house. Wait, not a white house. Well, you know what I'm saying. I don't want like a colored house. I kind of like a white house because, well, honestly, it's a lot easier to build in Minecraft because we don't have like blue stairs. But I think white is like a nice neutral color, and I kind of like my neutral colors. Yeah, let's say this is going to be a sliding door that leads to the outside. I don't know how exactly I'm going to make it look like it's open. Yeah, I could just do that. Yeah, that probably works. We'll probably use a different block later. Let's add a wall right here, and I think we could add like a bit of like, what's it called, like more shape to the house if we extend the wall. Move the wall right here. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. I think a nice big window right here would be pretty good. We could add like a living room right here, and I do want a second floor living room. I think that'd be really cool as well. Yeah, there we go. I'm okay with that. I'm starting to think maybe I could add like some sort of roadway or road, whatever. I could probably add something back here, like we'll see, we'll see. Now let's add some sort of like table back here, because like I said, this house will most likely be like a nice place for the family to hang out in, and I think a nice table, like the backyard, is definitely gonna be one of the like most popular areas where the family wants to hang out in. We'll add one more. Maybe this could be like some sort of counter for a kitchen, an outdoor kitchen. That'd be nice. We'll nerf the table a little bit. There we go. I think that works. We could probably add something else like back here. Maybe right here will be a good spot to put it. I think we're gonna work on the guest house last because I think the main house, like the big important thing, and then what the main house looks like is most likely what the guest house is gonna look like, but smaller. Or we could do the guest house first. I don't know. Now right here, I would like to add a living room. I don't want anything too big, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not much of a TV watcher, but I think I will add a TV just because I feel like most houses do need a TV. Does that work? Is that too ugly? I think we have to add a bit more decoration in here, and maybe I'll change it. Now let's add a bit of like a counter or something like, let's say like a place where people could eat in case there's like a party. Let's see, maybe something like that. Let's see, what can we use? Maybe carpet? I don't really want. Why didn't I just use carpet for the floor? What is wrong with me? Now most houses that I've been to have stools right here, but we'll be using mud stairs because, well, maybe those houses actually do use that. Now I'll be honest, I don't really know that much about kitchens. I've been in them. I live in a house, not a house, an apartment with a kitchen, but I don't know what exactly is the perfect kitchen. My mom will most likely know, so we're just gonna like try to autopilot this entire part, and well, maybe I'll ask my mom's opinion on what she thinks it should look like, and we'll change it. But something I do like in a kitchen is those like little islands that are like in the middle. I think that's what they're called, like islands in the kitchen. A lot of room to put stuff in is most likely really good. We'll move this over there. I think that we'll move this. Okay. I don't think this part is necessary. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll add barrels right here just to like mimic what are they called, like cabinets. I don't know. I don't really like the way it looks. But we'll add the counter. We'll continue the counter. I mean, now something every kitchen needs is a big fridge, and I think that fridge is pretty big. But there's no like half blocks I could use to push it in. So I think for now it's just gonna look like that. Maybe I could just use Armor Sand Magic and it'll look different. And we're just gonna move this that way, right? Nope. Delete this part. Delete that. I think this is like a decently sized pantry. It has a lot of walk-in room, but the main point of a pantry is to have a place to store food that doesn't need to be refrigerated. So let's see what kind of, oh, slabs, that's the word. Okay, I think we use tough slabs, and we'll do this. Maybe we'll have a much more bigger area for other stuff. I don't know where exactly it could go, like right here, but we'll see. Two more right here. Maybe no, that looks ugly. Yeah, something could go right here. Maybe like dog food or something else. I don't know. I don't really like that tile effect. Maybe we could use a different block. Maybe that use this. I don't really like that either. What if I? Oh, okay, that looks good. What would calcite look like? I never used calcite. Oop. Okay. What about diorite? It kind of looks dirty, but I have seen like marble tile floor that kind of looks like this, so I think this will stay. Oh, look at. Oh wait, no, that is okay. That looks really nice. I like it. I like it. I feel like there's like way too much room right here, so we'll add a bit of counters right here. Let me just do a quick clear. We'll add a bit of counters right here, and let's add that. Then most likely will be cabinets up above, and we'll see. We'll just use barrels for now. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I'm going to use chiseled bookshelves. I think that's going to look a lot better as cabinets. These could, like this, like darkish brown area, could be the part that swings open. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. We should add more oak in this kitchen or this house. I don't want it to be all white. I do think it is a bit too many cabinets. So imagine like this is like a one whole thing. I don't know what block I could use to like make it look like that. So for now, it's gonna look like this. Maybe I'll retexture it in a minute or something. All right, so let's take a break from the kitchen and move over to the living room. And let's see, what we could use more chiseled bookshelves to like maybe look like some sort of like TV stand. I've never built a TV in Minecraft, so we'll see what we get. Yeah, yeah, that's a TV, all right. Now this is the part where the living room starts to fall apart because, like I said, I've never built. Actually, I didn't say that. I don't really like building interiors, like houses, like with kitchens and living rooms in Minecraft, mainly because you never actually get to use them. But I think this room will probably be smaller, so it's a lot easier to work on. Alright, so we're gonna fix the living room. I don't really like how big it is, so we're gonna move it this way and hopefully connect it right with that entrance of that backyard entrance. We'll see. What does it look like? That doesn't look that bad. Okay. All right, let's add a few walls. Maybe that could help fix the living room. Let's make like a bit of a bigger entrance. Like, yeah, I think a big entrance would be fine. Let's add one more block and lower it. I think that works. And we could add like a nice bigger door right here. Now, near a living room and a kitchen, you most likely need a bathroom. And I think the bathroom will be right here. I don't know how to design a bathroom in Minecraft because I never build those, because you'll most likely never use it. But yeah, we'll try our best to make like one nicely sized. Let's make sure this area actually has like a nice big entrance to go through. Let's see, does that work? Let's see. I think I like it. So something every house needs is a big open garage, and that's what's going to go right here because I feel like I added a bit too much to the first floor. So we're going to add something big right here, and hopefully we can figure out what we can add right here. I think smooth stone slabs works the best to like look like those like doors that pretty much like fold in, fold up. I don't know the exact words. Like I said, I'm not an architect, but I think this is the block I'm going to use. I might push it in just a little. Okay, let's push that way. Yeah, that works. That works. You as well. Okay, now every house needs a bedroom. I'm not a big fan of bedrooms that are on the first floor. I wish for sleeping on the second floor, but I think for now this is where the guest bedroom is going to be in, not the guest house. That's my room. This is where it's going to be like this is where all the guests are going to be sleeping. I'm sorry. What button am I pressing? I am very tired. Now I keep running into the same exact problem, and I keep like I keep underestimating how big Minecraft blocks are. So I'm gonna see if I can like shrink this room and hopefully not run into this issue that much. Now this might be a hot take. I don't like beds that are in the like middle of the room. I much prefer beds that are in the corner just because I feel like you'd have a lot more space in the room. Jeez, the blocks in Minecraft are way too big, and the beds are probably way too small. How can we fix that? I think what I'm gonna use is wool and see. Let's see. Can we do that? We'll move the bed to the middle just so it looks like most other rooms. Let's do this and add a little more right here. Yeah, this is probably a lot more accurate, right? I don't think a bed's this big, but I think for now, this part, the interiors are difficult. We'll add 2 chiseled bookshelves right here and here. I think we'll shrink it. I think it has to be like this, maybe. We'll probably do one door and move it. Okay, that probably works better. Now every bed does need some pillows, so we'll add a pillow right there. I can't really add. I probably can. Hang on, let's see what we can do here. No, we can't. We'll just leave it like that. This might be another hot take. I'm not a big fan of like curved, like round stairs. I'm much for ones that are like, let's say like this. I don't really like curved ones because like, it has curved walls, and how like I don't really like how you're supposed to like put paintings or any like decoration on the walls if it's like the entire thing's curved. Okay, is that good enough stairs? You know what? Hmm, maybe. I think I have an idea what I could do here. Now I think right here would be a good spot to place a storage closet for like cleaning supplies to clean the house. I think right there would be a good spot. And let's add more floor up here and figure out what the second floor is going to be. Let's add a few like. Let's add this right here. I don't know if the stairs. I don't know how to add like those thingies that you add there to like help you like go up the stairs. But well, okay. So the idea that I had in mind is like, what if I had like some sort of like bridge right here? It's not gonna be like a bridge, of course, but it's gonna somewhat resemble a bridge from the bottom. And here, let's see what it looks like from the first floor. I don't know. I like the idea. Like you can just like see people walk across and go into the room right here. And I really want to have a second floor living room, but I think we'll go right here. But before we start building the second floor, I think we need to add the front entrance and at least what it's supposed to look like, kinda. Now, I'm not a big fan. Another hot take. I'm not a big fan of houses that have a double door entrance. I'm much for like one regular size door at the entrance. So for now, it's just gonna be a double door. Imagine just like a big one door. Okay, let's see what else we get up here. Oh, I know. Now I just realized something while I was building the entrance. There's no windows at that front entrance if I add a storage closet right there. So we're gonna move this that way, and we'll add a window. Okay, we most likely gotta move this entire thing right here. Luckily, we have Axiom, so it's easy to move. And you know, it might be right here. We might place it right there. And we have a nice big open area that we can still use right here. That's fine. Now, right now, I think this house looks pretty boring because it's like, oh, it's all white. I much prefer, you know what? I don't think I would want a white house. I think like a slightly yellowish white, like a really common color that you'd see in houses. I think a white one's a little too boring, but we don't have a block that looks like that. And well, maybe in the future we'll get a block like that. Okay, let's add. Let's add the storage closet right here next to the bathroom. And you know what? It's easier. In case there's something bad happening in the bathroom, you can just go to the storage closet and clean it up. Easy. Okay, let's add like a 1x3 window right here. Maybe that would look pretty cool. Okay, let's see how it looks. Well, it looks a little weird up there, but I think we can still fix that. Yeah, I think that looks decent. Okay. All right, I want to focus on making this house a lot more smaller. So we're gonna move this pantry. Let's see, can we rotate it? Yes, we can. We're gonna move it like there. Maybe we could rotate another way and move it back. And that. Okay. Yep. This is one pretty big pantry because the blocks are too big. I don't know why, but I just like the idea of like me just walking across like this thingy right here and saying, "Hey, people down there, ants," or something. I don't know why. Is that mean? I don't think so. Okay, let's shift this direction. We'll have like a little bit like a path right here so that we can still access the backyard. And oh, that's not good. You know, I'm gonna redo what I just did. I don't think it really looked that good, so we're just gonna move this fence like right. I kind of want it right here. Okay, I think it's still a nice big open backyard, but I don't really like this right here. So we're gonna try to fix that. Now I think this looks way too big, so we're gonna. Well, this is what I had in mind. I'm gonna shift this entire area back here towards that way. Just move it this way. Okay. Does that work? That does not work at all. You know, I think the big problem right here is the guest house. I don't think it's in the right spot. We're gonna move it this way. We're gonna rotate it. And okay. I've not been in that many guest houses. I just like the idea and I kind of know how it works, except not using it as a guest house. It's using it as my office. I kind of like this area right here. I think I know what I could use this area for. I got it. I know what the problem was. There's no, like, the fence is not that unique. It's just like two walls. We could add a lot more shapes to the fence to hopefully make it look a lot more interesting. So let's quickly move this entire chunk right here. I think another problem that I keep running into building this house is I'm trying to like focus on it being like too realistic. It's supposed to be like a dream house, so I can do whatever I want. But a realistic one, I'm really limiting myself, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm gonna try to push the boundaries just a little bit, but I do want to keep it a little like real. I kind of want to keep it focused on it being a little realistic. So we're gonna move this over here. By the way, we're gonna you know, I'm gonna rotate that. Yeah. Okay, and push it that way. Okay, I don't know where this is gonna go to. Maybe like a shed back here. I like the idea of a shed, but I also like the idea of a lot of grass. So we're just gonna move that. We'll move all this. Now this backyard is mainly supposed to be for my dog, so I kind of want him to have like a lot of space for him to run, and I don't want too many things like blocking the way. I don't want the sidewalks like, I don't know, burning his paws whenever he's like running around the grass having fun. I want him to have like as much as fun as possible, and I think I'm gonna move this more this way just to make sure it aligns with the wall right there. That over there. Okay, yeah, now that was perfectly aligned. Okay, we could fix that fence, by the way. Now, what I thought I could do back here is maybe add some sort of like barbecue, where family could hang out in, and it would just be an outdoor kitchen. We'll add a little bit of a roof as well. I don't know what exactly the roof's gonna look like because I don't know how exactly it's gonna align with this. I think we're just gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie, I did just Google what an outdoor kitchen like looks like so I could have a better idea what I'm trying to go for. And well, I see some images and I kind of like what they look like, and I think it's exactly what I was gonna do anyways. So I think we'll add a wall right there. Maybe a wall right here as well. But like I said, I'm mainly gonna try and autopilot this entire thing. I don't want to focus on it being too realistic, so this is what it's gonna look like for now. I think another idea that I really want to have like in a backyard is a bonfire. I think that's most likely a place that a lot of the family's probably going to use whenever they're visiting, and well, I kind of want to design a really nice one. Hopefully, have a lot of people come to it. So for now, I chose not to do the bonfire idea right. I was going to place it right here. I don't think it's a good idea to place it because I don't think that's enough space for a bonfire. And like I said, I'm not trying to be too realistic, but I'll try to my best to like keep it. I'll keep it close, but not too realistic. If I do have a bonfire, it might be like, you know, right here is not a bad spot. I do like right here. But yeah, I do want to make sure like there's a lot of like grass as much as possible, just to make sure there's actually a good area for my dog to run around in. Also, I did a bit of a time jump. I thought somebody arrived home. Nope, nobody did. But yeah, I added the what's it called, like outdoor kitchen, a bit of a counter right here for people to eat. And like, if I had this place in real life, I would love to just invite family over and friends to like just simply eat here and hang out. Okay, I think this will be the front entrance roof. Okay, you know what? Okay, I think I know what else I could add. Does that look good? I don't think it looks that good. I think we'll focus on this later. We'll see what else we have to work with over here. So I'm not a Super Bowl watcher, but I think this will be a nice home to like watch the Super Bowl. You know, you have the entire place outside. You pretty much have 2 kitchens and 2 living rooms right on top of each other. Yeah, the sound might ruin the what's it called, like the atmosphere, but I think it's fine because I most likely will be watching the Super Bowl because, well, I play video games. Alright, so I just want to try an idea. What if I like add a bit of bulk to the back and maybe it will look more natural as a sofa? Let's just no, move that. Okay. See, what if I do this? Will it look better? Probably. No, I don't think it's looking good. Is that good? Is that better? I don't think so. What if I add some more slabs to the back? I think what the main problem is that it's made out of wood and not some like soft material. Hang on, what if I do this? Is this much better? This might be better. I think it's a bit too big actually. What about this? Is that better? I think I like this. I think we'll add like one more seat at the back. Hang on, how do I do this? So is that? Yeah, sure. Okay, what about this? No, what about that? There you go, nice chair. Then we can add a TV right there. I think we'll do quartz for now, and there we go. Is this a much better, bigger living? Huh? I think this works a lot better. Remove this bit of carpet, and we'll add like another room right here that I think will. Well, it's not much of a secret anymore, but I think like one of my biggest like dreams to have in a house is a secret room. I don't know what will be in it, but it's always fun to just have like a nice room that you can just, I don't know, just put stuff in and like, I don't know, put the most expensive stuff that you have. I don't really have that much expensive things, but it would be nice to like have a nice little place to store them in. Wait a second. How exactly are they gonna get to this second floor? Alright, bye bye secret room. You're just gonna not gonna be here for now. I think this right here looks a little odd, like this room being like 2 blocks. Yeah, I think we'll move this room a bit back here. Come on, okay. Yeah, let's move this room a little back, and I think I know what we could like add right here. I think we'll see. Move it back by 2. 1, 2, and let's see. Okay, so Honestly, I don't think I could actually do the idea I want to do. I kind of want like a nice little hallway. You know what? Maybe it'll work. So this is what I was kind of aiming for. Let me just duplicate this up here and what? Nope, we need a couple more. Hang on. Come on. That'll do. This is what I was kind of aiming for. I kind of like it going like in like this. I think I'll add like a nice big window right here that could lead to the living room. I think that's gonna work really well. So nothing's about to go right here. I think there's definitely gonna be a window right here. I think, yeah, a nice big window right here. Right here is just gonna be the storage closet, and these are the stairs. No secret room right here. I'll show you where the secret room is actually gonna be. Now let's make it a little bigger. Let's add this right here. Add that so that it's like less curve. There we go. I think that works. Let's add some walls right here and add some bricks. Come on. That looks pretty ugly. Those just look like glasses. I think for now that's gonna have to do. I think, yeah, you know what's good? We're gonna add some windows down here as well. Let's just copy and paste this, and bam. Now this wall is in the way, so we could probably we're just gonna have to nerf the bathroom. Screw the bathroom. There we go. Now this living room is nice and big. Like if I go in F5 mode, what am I doing? Okay, so I think it looks like the right size. I think it's mainly the furniture that's like I'm having trouble like dealing with. But I think I got it better. I think it worked a lot better right here. You wanna know where the secret room is gonna be? It's gonna go right here above the guest room. Hopefully the guests don't know what I'm doing up here. Let's grab some chiseled bookshelves. And this will be a Murphy bookshelf. I think that's what it's called. And this will just like will go in. It will go like right here. Ah. Yeah, this is where the secret room is gonna be. Let me grab some carpet and add some floor, and we'll figure out what it looks like later. Now I don't really mind that the secret room is gonna be quite obvious. I'm just gonna add some like corner windows like right here, because like I feel like every room does need a window or at least some like natural light. And if I am gonna be hanging out in the secret room for like whatever reason, I would like to have some natural light and not like some electrical light. However, I think way too many windows might hurt the room because then you can't really add anything to the walls. And I do like to add shelves to my walls to like add to like display my figures and stuff that I collect. And I think less windows the better for this room. So it might. I think this is like some really good, like a lot of space for like to store stuff or to display stuff. But I would like to add more windows to the front, and this is exactly what I'm trying to go for. It looks like a face. It's fine. It will stay like that. Now this is going to be another hot take for this video. I'm not a big fan of windows that is impossible to clean. Like there's no floor to actually go over and clean it. But I think a window, like a nice big round window, is going to work really well right here. Okay, let's see. Does that work? I don't know. I feel like it's a little. This house is a bit too boxy, but it is Minecraft, so maybe we could like add more roofs and like see if we could change that. Now I'm not a big fan of bedrooms that have double doors. But for now, this is what I have to work with because I wish for like a nice bigger door, but not too big. I don't know how I feel about the size of a room this big. This is almost living room size, yeah. But I think this is what I have to do because, I mean, let's just say this is my bedroom. I would want to like live in a nice big room and not a small room, not a cramped room. Now let's just say for now this is my room. It's not, but we're gonna add a nice bigger bed. Like this might be a king size bed. I don't know. I don't really care. But let's just say this is my bed, and well, honestly, this is a lot of room to work with. But that's fine. Okay, hang on. I think for now I'm gonna like make this room a little small. Let's just like move it by 2 blocks maybe, and I think that'll do. Now, as I said, when I was building the guest room, I'm not a big fan of the beds that are in the middle of the room because I think it would make like waste so much space. So if it's in the corner, yeah, it's a little difficult to tend the bed, but I much prefer like that because I have a lot more room. Look at this. Look how much room I have. If it was in the middle, well, this room was a lot smaller, but this room was a lot smaller, and the bed was in the middle, not that much space. Now let's give this room like a nice big closet. Like I said, I'm a big fan of storage, and I think a nice big closet like this, well, it's not that much room. It's mainly going to be for clothes, but the next room is going to have a nice bigger walk-in closet. I think I completely forgot to add was a bathroom, and this is where the bathroom is going to go. It's, honestly, it does nerf the size of the room. But I still think it's so much like more walking room, which I think is fine. Got 2 windows right there. Does that look good? I feel like a window should go right here, and I think I know how I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is move the bathroom to the corner, the other corner, and flip where the bed is. Well, we're gonna make them switch places. Let's place the bed right here, and we need a wall to our bathroom. So actually, you know, There's a bit of solid wall right here, so we could add more wall or add more bathroom to here. I don't know how I feel about that. I like the windows being up high, but I still want to like be able to see out of the window. I don't want to lower the window, so I think we're just gonna have to raise these. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that though. Okay, we're just gonna have to. What if we just do 2x3s? It might look nice. Let's see how it looks from outside. Sorry to the person who has to sleep into this bed. A lot of windows. Yeah, I think that looks a lot more natural. Like, we're not gonna add a window right here, but maybe we could add a window right here. So 2x3. It is like a little off. Let me just fix that right there. It is a little off, but I think maybe we could lower it actually. There we go. That's more like aligned with that window. Yeah, I like that. I like how that looks. Another window. It might be a little stupid to have a little window right here, but we'll leave it for now. I don't think I said it yet, but this is like gonna be like the hallway for the bedrooms. I don't think I have enough space to add another bedroom, so this is gonna be this is gonna be a 3-bedroom house. I want the entrance to the okay. This I'm gonna say right now. This is gonna be my bedroom, and I think my entrance will be like towards the end of the hallway, like right here. Okay, let's add a lot more carpet now. All right, you know what? I changed my mind. That bed is gonna go this side. Okay, right there. Now this area right here is gonna have a very specific purpose. Now, one of my favorite things to see inside of houses that I help clean is huge walk-in closets. I love walk-in closets, and I just love like the storage opportunities that you could have with a storage closet, a walk-in closet. So I think just this big is gonna be alright. Main reason why I chose to move the walk-in closet right here is because I know a window has to go right there. It just can't be left blank like that, and I'm gonna add a window. But also gonna have I feel like I have to add like some sort of way to like separate the floors. I gotta figure out something. We'll see. That nice big windows right here. Maybe the sun comes up from this side. I don't even know what time of day it is right now. I just had it frozen a while ago. There we go. Like nice like big window to look out of and see. I don't know, my dog having the zoomies out there, or my walk-in closet, my guest house. Now right now I have a bit of a problem. I don't like that both sides of this like house has like huge open areas like this. It's like I feel like it's such a like wasted like space. So I think one of these sides I'm gonna have to choose where to put like an extra room. I think this side is where I'm gonna put the other room. I just love the idea. Like I said this earlier, I just love the idea. You just like go out here and just look outside, or not look. I mean, look down, and like talk to the people like down there who are just sitting there. But this side, there's not really that much like interesting things going around here, around here. So I think right here is just gonna be like an extra room. I don't know what exactly I'm gonna make. I'm gonna have to like look up ideas or ask my mom what I can put there. Okay, so now this just looks like another living room. Like it's like a really small living room. I can't have 3 living rooms, so maybe this could be like another small bedroom. Maybe I don't even think there's a master bedroom. Maybe they're both master bedrooms, or they're just bedrooms. I think we'll just do one more room. All right, you know what? I forgot. I think earlier in the video I did mention that I did want as much storage as possible. This might be the storage room. Second floor might not be a good idea for a storage room, but I have talked to my mom a lot about this. Oh, I just hate the idea of a guest room that we can never use because we can only use it when there's guests. So maybe this room will be the storage room, and the one upstairs will be the guest room. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like this room. I think this room has to be like special for something. I like the window just doesn't seem like it doesn't get. They tell me this room has to be storage. Like storage is such a boring idea. Maybe it might just be a guest room. Maybe this room will be empty for now. What if I just grab this entire window? Grab that as well, and let me clone it and move it all the way right there. There we go. Okay, lower that part up. There we go. That looks nice. I'm gonna add a window right here because oh no, like this entire wall has nothing. I don't like that, and I think we'll add something to like, I don't know, make it look like something. I don't know, maybe like some pipes or plumbing for the bathroom. This room has no bathroom. What the heck? What if I just move these over here? Because I feel like the second floor needs a bathroom as well for the people who are gonna be inside the living room. They can't just walk downstairs and like just hold it. They have to have a nice place to actually use the bathroom, and it will just be a big bathroom. Aw, man, my secret room. I don't know. Could this be another bedroom? Could be. I don't know. I don't like the idea of this, like, the bathroom being this big. I think it will have to do, though. First, let's cover this part up. Let me cover all this up right here. I don't know. I think this is like a pretty cool secret room. You know, there's a huge window for a lot of natural light, and I can add shelves everywhere for like all my cool stuff that I don't want my family to touch. You know, if this actually is going to be my room, like I really should have a bathroom. Like I want to say it's like right here, but I don't want to like. I kind of like this shape. So maybe for now there won't be a bathroom, or maybe a bathroom will be right here. I think my bathroom will be right here, and my walk-in closet will be, I guess, here. Okay, let's see if we can add a door. Yeah, I want it to line perfectly with this door right here. We enter the room, walk-in closet right here. There we go. This is like a pantry size. What's it called? Actually, let's extend this right here. This is like a pantry size walk-in closet. I think this is fine. And then, yeah, the bathroom right here. Yeah, okay, I think I'm a lot more happier with this room now. Now, I think it's time for the most difficult part of the video for me, and that is making the roof. I don't have problems making roofs, but I might have a problem making a roof with this shape. Well, we'll just see. After much trial and error, and a lot more errors, here's the roof. As you can see over here, I have 4 other houses that I made, and, well, that one I really dislike. And the other ones, I think I did the exact same thing over and over again. I don't know what I did. I just copy-pasted as many times just to make sure I didn't lose it, because between this recording and the last recording, I messed up the house. And I had to do a lot of fixing. I changed the texture to quartz because, well, I needed the extra blocks like the stairs. But, yeah, anyways, here's the... I didn't change that. But, yeah, here's the new roof. I'm much more happier with this like roof style. The other one was like a lot more wonkier and like uneven, but this one feels a lot more even, and I like it. So when I took my break, like 2 clips ago or something, I went on a walk with my dog, and I lived like near some houses, and I looked at them, and some of them have like their walls are kind of like, hang on, no, like this, like this. I don't know. The walls are like popped out like that. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it would mess up the roof. So, like, I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. But, yeah, I'm much more happy with this roof. I really like this little, like, roof I did right here for the, like, that's the pantry. That's the, one of the walk-in closets. And, that, oh, yeah, I changed up the room. Let's just say we forget about the interior right now. I also added this, like, little porch right here. So, people in this living room can look outside and, talk to people down there. Now, I think this house is missing one thing, and it's mainly like a little bit of like, I don't know, like sitting on the top. Like I think a chimney would be pretty good, but I don't know where to add a chimney. Maybe in this, maybe like in this living room or this one. I think it works best on the first floor, sorry, or it works best like in this part right here. But I didn't add it, and honestly, I think it's fine if I don't do it. I kind of want to save like future add-ons to this house on a part 2 video. I kind of want to come back to this video or this series, like maybe like let's say in a year I come back and I like use all my knowledge that I learned and build a better house, or I just still use this house. I kind of like this house. I think before, let me just show you these houses over here. I didn't really like how the roof looked, and I really felt like an awful builder because I didn't like it. I don't like this. Like look at that wonk. I don't like that. But yeah, with this like much more like different roof, like I looked at the houses in real life that I lived nearby, and I noticed how like the roofs were like aligned. They weren't like, one roof is like, was it like, what's the word, like drooping down? No, it was like all on the same level, and I really like, I grabbed that and I added it to this house, and I'm much prefer how I look now. But yeah, overall, I think I'm very proud of this house right now. I like I said, I didn't want to go too big, and I still wanted to keep it realistic. So yeah, this is the house that I ended up getting. I might expand this what's this thing called, like the guest house. I might add like a little room right here, move the door to the middle right there. I might do that in a future video. I don't know. If I do want to make this, like if I do want to continue the series, then I will do that. And like I said, the interiors will also be redone and much improved. Alright, so I'm going to end the video in the backyard because this is probably my favorite place to actually build in the video. Oh, probably this outdoor kitchen and this little table right here were probably my favorite things. Mainly because they were outside, they were kind of in scale. The interior is not, and I hate it. But maybe I'll fix it part 2. Also, I just want to apologize for how weird my voice has been this entire video. I swear it only sounds like this whenever I turn on OBS, but whenever I'm not like recording and whenever I'm talking to other people, it does not sound like this. So That's just a me thing. I'm nervous whenever I'm recording videos. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I did have a lot of fun making this video, but yeah, I think I could make this video a lot better if I maybe wait another year. Also, there'll be a quick time lapse at the end of the video, and if you want to stick around and watch that, well, hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, see ya!